Okay, we're ready to continue on with our hand drafting assignment. So I need to look at this problem a little bit and a couple things I want to discuss with you all. Let me get my pencil. So, a couple things. First of all, we're going to begin working on these interior walls. This front wall, this should be relatively easy. Looks like it goes 10 foot 8, 10 foot 8. And they're saying this is 14 foot 4, which puts us here. Okay. Back here, this dining area. You got this 10 foot 11. Now, something I know. You see this bathtub and this bathtub? And this thicker wall, right? We're going to say this wall is 3 inch. And we're not going to count this exterior wall. But how thick is this thicker wall? Okay. So you got 10 foot 11 here, right? It's in this dining area. That's going to give you the edge of this wall. So, 10 foot 11 minus 10 foot, because you got two tubs that are 5 foot, gives you 11 inch. And then this front wall right here is 3 inch. So what's 11 inch minus 3 inch? 7 inch. The thickness of this thicker wall, what I want you to know is, we're going to say it's 7 inch. Now, one way we can work this, we can come out the 10 foot 10 foot 11 I meant, and then work backward here and then work forward here and just come up with the difference in between. It might be acceptable. Also, we've got this L-shaped kitchen. You see the dash line? That's going to be your cupboards, okay? That's for putting cups and bowls. But the solid line, this front edge of the solid line, this upside down looking L shape, right? That's going to be your countertops. Those are going to be 24 inches away from the wall. So I got 12 and 24. 24 and 12. So that is very mentionable. So we need to begin laying this out. And I think it's safe to start on this hallway on this side up here. So that's where I'm going to begin with this assignment. So let me get my scale. Okay, what were we using? Oh, we're using the 1/8 inch equals a foot scale. And I want to find this 10 foot 11 and draw a light line through. So I'm going to measure, okay, I'm going to measure 10 foot 11. 10 foot 11. Here's something else I should mention. So you got 10 foot 11, right? Okay, and that's going to give you this wall. What about this hallway? How wide across is that hallway? Wait a minute. 10 foot 11, right? And you've got to this wall is 14 foot 2. I'm sorry. To the master bedroom is 14 foot 5, right? So wait a minute. What is 14 foot 5 minus 10 foot 11? What I'm saying is in the master bedroom, 14 foot 5. That's going to be this wall. And then your dining room, 10 foot 11. That's going to be this wall. The difference between is the width of your hallway comes up being 3 foot 6. Because 10 foot 11 minus 14 foot 5 is 3 foot 6. This hallway is 3 foot 6. So we can check that. We're going to be able to check that soon enough. But let's start with this line right here. This 10 foot 11. Now 10 foot 11, 3 foot 6. What if we made this 3 foot 5 and just come out 11 feet even? How would that affect things? It would make this thicker wall, this access wall. You see, that's the reason why that wall is a little thicker, so they can access the plumbing for these bathtubs. Well, that's going to make that 8 inch. Would that be okay? Honestly, it's just going to give you a little more room to be able to work on your plumbing, put a crescent wrench or whatnot. I don't see it being a problem. So we could come out 10 foot 11. And here's another good reason why. Where's 10 foot 11? Ooh, 11. Wow, that's kind of hard to see, but we would have to estimate inches. We would have to estimate 10 foot 11. I'm just going to come out 11 foot even. So I think you should too. So I'm going to set the 0 to the inside of that back exterior wall and make a mark at 11. Well, let's see. Here's 8. Here's 12. Oh, this must be 11. So I make a mark here and then shift. Set it to 0. Make a mark here at 11. Okay. Between these, I'm going to draw a light line. Let me draw a light line between them. Kind of like so. Keep that line light for the time being. Wow, my pencil lead's sticking way out. Okay. Now, we can kind of work back out of that. The edge of this wall, right? For the kitchen, there's a little partition wall. Kind of partitions the kitchen. Looks like a place where they put an island of some type, okay? Right here, this lower rectangle. We're going to try to work that out. But we got 10, okay. We got 10 foot 3 from the inside of this right wall. So let me measure 10 foot 3. That's kind of hard to find on this scale. So I'm going to try to zoom in. Let me set the scale. There's 11 foot. Here's 10 foot. Let me set the scale to 10 foot here. Okay. 3. You're going to need to estimate on that one. So here's 2. We're going to say 10 foot 3 is right there. Really light mark there. Okay. Let me shift up here. Let's say 3 is right here. Okay. Now, let me get the triangle. I made really light lines. Okay. And let me make another very light line here. Okay. So this point, let me kind of zoom in here. Where they intersect right here, that's going to be the start of that partition wall. Right here. Let me make that a little bit darker. Okay. That's going to be the start of that partition wall. How far across do we come? Like this opening into the kitchen. How wide across is that? We don't really know. They don't really tell me. Well, this is a 36-inch door. And if you look closely, they look to be about the same. They are. They're the same. I've already used this ruler to estimate. Well, here, I'll show you. This front door is a 36-inch door. But with the ruler, it looks like about 3/16. Same thing up here, about 3/16. We're going to say this opening is 3 foot. But let's see. We've got 9 foot 10. What is 9 foot 10, which is the width across the kitchen, minus 3 foot? Oh, plus the distance here for this pantry. We really don't know. That pantry is going to be 2 foot. So what we could do is we're going to go 9 foot 10 this way. Watch. Let's go back to the 1/8 inch equals a foot scale. Let me set this to 9 and make a mark at the 9 foot 10, which is here. That's going to be the width across your kitchen. I'm sorry, I did that wrong. No, that's right. 9 foot, and then make a mark at the 10 behind the 0 here. Now, let me draw a very light line through there. That's going to be the far right wall of this kitchen, this wall here, that separates it from the bathroom. Okay? Now, once we have that, it looks like they got a little pantry area. Now, that pantry doesn't come out quite 2 foot. It looks like they come out about 18 inches only. So we're going to go 1.5 feet from there and make a mark, a small mark, and then do it again, 1.5 feet. Okay. How wide across is that pantry? We really don't know that either. We could estimate and say it's probably about 2 foot across. And the reason why I say it, well, no, it's bigger than that because it has a 2 foot door. So let's say 4 inch at 4 inch. We could say that that's about 2 foot 8. And 2 foot 8 is going to be 32 inch. So we could measure off of that about 32 inch. Let's see. 2 foot. And I'm going to say 4 inch. and then shift over a little. 2 foot and about 4 inch. Okay. What this did is it kind of boxed in that pantry for us. So, but we still need to get this other side of this wall that starts here. We're going to say 36 inch across from this intersection. So I'm going to measure 3 feet from right here this way. 1, 2, 3, right here. And let me shift up a little bit and do it again. How thick are walls again? Well, 3 inch. And that's kind of hard to estimate, but right around here. So that wall is going to start right around there. And let me measure up 3 inch from here, what I believe to be 3 inch, which is about here. So now I can finally draw in that partition wall. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to darken it in right now. Just going to kind of lightly shade it. Kind of like that. Okay, so you can see it. That's going to be this partition wall. Notice the math involved to get there. Okay. We still need an L-shaped kitchen. And we still need to go 3 inches thick with this wall, but we'll get back to that wall here in a little while. In fact, we'll get back to the kitchen. In fact, there's a little wall on the other side of R. R is going to be a refrigerator. There's a little wall there. See the strike side? We're going to say that's 4 inch. And where is that door? Where is that door? Well, we already figured out it's lined up with the edge of this wall. Okay, these two are lined up together. So I'm simply going to measure over 4 inch because I drew a light line there. So let me measure over 4 inch. Okay, which I believe is here. And make a mark. And then, well, how wide is that door? We don't really know. We don't really know. It's not labeled appropriately. So, but we could say it's a 30 inch door. So I'm going to measure across from there 30 inch, which is 2 foot 6, which is going to be here. Notice I get about 4 inches on the opposite side. Now what to do is this. I'm going to actually, being that this is an interior wall, I'm going to erase out in between here. And I know most of you probably do not have a door and window template. In fact, an architectural template. So what I'd like for you to do, to draw the door symbol, first of all, that door swings in. I want you to notice that. Okay, it swings in. We're going to just simply draw a straight line at an angle, kind of like this, and draw me an arc. That'll make it look like a door, okay? So there's a door there. Refrigerators. So, okay. There's it. Well, I got a refrigerator. Watch. Let's go measure mine real quick. Get on there. Oh boy. There we go. Oh, it looks about 32, 33 inches across. Okay. You can always measure things around a house too. Okay, so 33 inches across. So we need to clear out for this refrigerator area. And it's going to be, you've got a partition wall that comes out, okay? Fridges will usually come out about 28 inches or so. Whoops, sorry, I wasn't zooming in. About 28 inches or so. So I'm going to draw this little partition wall here. How far should I come out? Let's go 2 foot 6 again. 2'6" is a good number. So I'm going to set 6 inches on the scale. And just kind of 2 Morphe. 1, 2, right here. Okay. So let me make a little mark there. And that wall is going to be 3-inch thick. That's hard to estimate, but we'll go about 3 inches. Right about there. Okay. Let me shift up a little bit. Okay. 3 inches is going to be about here. Okay. So next, let me draw some dark lines to define that wall. And let me darken in this other side. Okay, and I can actually kind of darken that in a little bit for you too. So okay, that's going to be the fridge. What did we say? How many inches across? 20? I'm sorry, 30, 32? We'll put 32 inches. Now that one's hard to estimate. It really is. How's that going to affect everything else in this kitchen? Well, let me kind of see here. You've got an oven. There's a little bit of a countertop and then an oven, right? And generally on a small side like that, you're going to get a foot. We'll say that's a foot there, and then your 32-inch. Well, let's put a little 32-inch. That's going to be 2'8", right? So let me set this to the 2 and estimate 8, which is going to be about here. Let me shift down a little bit and do it again. I need 2 marks to keep parallel. Otherwise my drawing gets all funny. So that's going to be the start of the edge of the countertop. Okay. Now a lot of you probably don't have a template. I'm going to measure away from that wall 24 inches, 2 feet. Which is going to be here. And then I'm going to shift down to here and make another mark at 2 feet. Okay, between those, draw a light line. That's going to be your countertop. What about this wall here? We measure 2 foot out that way. 1, 2. Shift down a little bit. 1, 2. Okay. Let me draw a light line between them. That's going to be the other countertop. So I can erase out right in here. I actually extended my line a little too far. But there's my upside down L. We're going to leave it like that. There's supposed to be a sink, and we're not going to draw all that, okay? I just want you all to get a feel of how to map these drawings out. We do need to draw a wall thickness here. So that's one thing. So I'm going to estimate my 3 inches around. Let's see, 1, 2, let's say 3. And then shift up is going to be 3. Oh, the back of it. The back of it's going to be 3, which is here. Okay, so let me, I need another mark at 3. Let's estimate 3. Okay. So now that's going to be the wall. Let me draw the wall separating the kitchen from those bathrooms. And I can darken this in fact. It's going to be here. Okay. And let me darken this in since I know where to stop now. Here. Okay. Oh, I got some more darkening in to do. I can come across here. And come across here. Okay. Oops. And come across here. Because I measured all them. Now you're going to want to label this. I think they put the letter P. So I'm going to put a P. Okay. P for pantry. Okay. That'll be about the extent of the kitchen. You don't really need to do much more past that. Okay. And let me stop this video. Okay, next we need to begin work. Now that we have this wall in place and the kitchen area in an L shape, basically laid out. Which we know where these walls exist, where one edge of that hallway, this corridor is. So wait a minute. You've got 10 foot 11, 14 foot 5. The difference is 3 foot 6, right? Let's find this 14 foot 5. So I'm going to take the 1/8 inch equals a foot scale. Again, let's see. 14 foot 5. So this one's kind of tricky. I'm going to set where I think just a little bit less than 6 we'll have to estimate and find 14. So here's 12, 13, 14. Make a little mark here and then shift over on this side. Same thing. Let me find where I think is 5 inch, 12, 13, 14. Make a mark here. Now, let's go ahead and draw a light line across there. That's going to be your hallway thickness. We'll go back and darken in things when we need to. So, the difference in here is going to form that hallway eventually. So, we need this 12 foot even. We're going to work from this direction because we don't have very many dimensions for any of this bathroom area, okay? We don't have any. So we work this edge, we work the kitchen. Next we're going to work this master bedroom and try to work this into it as the difference here. So 12 foot even. So that one's pretty easy. I'm going to find 12 foot. Set the 0 on the inside. 8. Oh, here's 12 right here. Okay. And shift up here. 0. 12. Okay. Let me go ahead and draw a light line. That's going to be the inside area of your master bedroom. Okay, so, and here's a very important intersection right here, right here. So now wall thickness, we're going to say is 3 inch. Let me try to get that. Let's see. Oh, sorry for the shaking camera. Hold on. Okay, so 3 inch we'll say is about here. And here. And I'm going to do it. This is going to be on the inside. Outside of here, so 3 inch here. And about 3 inch here. Okay. Let me scribe those as light lines too. Actually, this line and this line. Okay. Oh, I should have extended these. I'm sorry. This line, let me get rid of this. This master bedroom, actually, I need to extend these down to here. I'm sorry. These go all the way down to the 14 foot 5. That's right. Don't do what I just did. This should go down to here. There's my intersection here. Same thing here. Okay. Now, very good. Very good. So now, let's see. We need that 14 foot 5. We've got that. This door here. Okay. We figured out our hallway is going to be 3 foot 6. Looks like 3 foot 6 is what, 40 inch minus 4 minus 4 minus 8 inch. So that's going to be 32 inch. This is going to be a 2 foot 8 door. Okay, 2 foot 8. So 32 inch door. So we're going to come, I'm going to measure up from here 4 inches. That's kind of small, but that can be done. It's just a little bit, like right here. And I'm just going to draw a short line across real quick. Okay. And from the inside of this hallway, about 4 inch, which is a short line here. Okay, let me kind of darken that in. So, and that bedroom door swings in. It's a left-hand swing, right? Swings into the master bedroom. So, let me kind of turn myself this way. To show that symbol, I'm going to show it swing in like this. Swing in like this. And just draw an arc. Just kind of hand sketch an arc. Okay. So it kind of look like that. Swinging in. Okay. Very good. Now, here's a key measurement we don't really know. We know, actually we do. This distance on this wall right here is going to be 5 foot even. Let's get that marking. So I'm going to measure down 5 foot even, which is going to be here. Let me make a second mark over here, 5 foot, and draw a light line between those, kind of like so. Okay, I should give that thickness too. What, 3 inch? We could do the 3 inch for right now. Remember, you do have a thicker wall and them sister tubs. Okay, we'll get back to that. But for right now, let me get this wall thickness. We'll say it's 3 inch. We'll estimate here and shift down here. And that way it separates the furnace and that walk-in closet. Okay. And so you got this furnace and walk-in closet here, sistered together. Let me draw a light line to there. Okay. So that's going to be kind of like so. Okay. Doing good, doing good. Now, this is 5 foot, right? We know from the inside of this wall is 5 foot. And that'll give me my thicker wall right here. So let me do that. Watch this, watch this. Let me zoom in a little bit. The edge of this wall here at this pantry, I'm going to measure thickness and then measure 5 foot that way. And whatever the difference is will become this extra thick wall. Okay, the service wall for the plumbing, for the tubs. So, let me kind of, let's do this. I need to measure, let's see. Let me go 3 inch off of there, where I believe is 3 inch. Right about here. And let me shift down here. Right about here. Okay. Let me draw a light line between them. Right there. Now, from here, I'm going to measure 5 feet. And 5 foot is going to be right here. So you see that makes that a little extra thick. Let me shift over a little bit. 5 feet is here. Okay. A tub is 30 inch wide. And so 30 inch is 2 foot 6, I mean. So I'm going to make a mark 2 foot 6 and come down a little, 2 foot 6. Okay. I can actually connect those. And what gets defined out of that, let me show you. Let me draw this line light. Now my marks here at 5 foot, I can kind of darken that in. Watch. I'm going to darken in here. Because that's going to be your extra thick wall. In other words, you got a tub here and a tub here, and this extra thick wall right in here. Okay. And what this thickness is, I think we already figured out it's going to be 8-inch thick, so double thickness, but it's just the difference between two tubs. Now, let's kind of continue over. Let's see, what else can we do? We've got a linen closet here, okay? And that linen closet's going to be, we'll say it's 2 foot deep. And so we need a door to get into this bathroom too. So there's a door there. And, well, how wide's a bathroom door? Well, we could say it's a 30-inch door. 30 inches would be okay. So we still don't know how wide across. And we can only estimate what we think this little difference is right here. We don't have any measurements. But I would say that's probably about foot and a half maybe. Okay, what it's gonna do is it's gonna affect where your furnace goes, where the linen goes, and where this lavatory goes. Okay, it's gonna affect all that. So if we say 18 inches from, that's a foot and a half, 18 inch. We could do that. Let's see how that looks, which is gonna be here. And we'll go a foot and a half up here. Okay. So let me kind of darken those in and show you what I mean by that. So the edge of this wall would be here. That's going to be the start of this rough opening. And I could actually darken in up to that point at this point. Yeah, it looks about right. It looks about right. So, we figured that's a 30-inch door for a bathroom. So, 30 inches, 24 and 6 is going to be 2 foot 6, which is right here. Okay. I got a mark that I need to get rid of. Okay. So, we're going to say that 2 foot 6 is right here. Okay. And we need to measure 4 inch, because remember on that strike side we need a 4-inch wall. So 4 inches is going to be here. And here. Okay. Okay. Now from there we've got a linen closet. And that linen closet is 2 foot deep. Plus the 3-inch. That's 27 inch. Let's go with the deep part. Let's measure from this upper line here. Let me draw another light line. Here. Okay. So we've got this partition and this partition. I'm going to shade those in a little bit. The difference is going to be for your furnace. And let's see, we'll say that furnace, you see these bifold doors? Looks like a upside down V. Each one of those panels is going to be a foot. So that's 4 foot across. Let's check and see how many feet we got. Ooh, right at about 4 foot. So the spacing worked out pretty good. I'm going to hit pause for a minute. And we're going to get back at this in a second.